Hello everyone, it's Kylie Bertucci, Stamping Up Demonstrator in Australia here for another YouTube Live. Thank you so much for joining us. I can see lots of you are jumping on. We love seeing you all. It's so exciting. It always makes my heart very happy when I come on here. We missed last week. We took a week off. I did mention it in my video before, but some of you may have missed that video. So thank you for all your messages that you missed us. It was so sweet. I was like, oh, you all miss us. Thank you. So we had a great week. We just took some time off because things have been getting a bit crazy around the Bertucci household, always. But we thought we'd take some time off just to make sure that you miss us. No, kidding. We know that we miss you, so. Now, we're going to have a bit of fun today, so I think it's a great idea to grab yourself a beverageino of your choice, depending on what time it is in the world, will depend on what beverage you're having. I've got my coffee. Yay, Kirsty! Yes, I missed you too. And Sue is here. Yay! Hi! Yes, it's nice to be back. Nice to be here with you all. But we're going to do some Love It, Chop It today. So if you have some designer series paper that you want to pull out, we can do some choppy together because there is a designer series paper sale. Oh, Anne-Marie! So good to see you on here. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. I know your health hasn't been the best. And it's really hot over in... Oh, it's more Canada though, isn't it? I don't know if that's affecting you in Quebec, but yeah, crazy weather over there at the moment. That's where Jennifer is. Good morning, Bruno Bertucci. Good to see you on here. So, yeah, grab your beverage, grab your amazing Stampin' Up trimmer. If you don't have one of the Stampin' Up trimmers, I think you need to invest in one. I think that's definitely a purchase you want to do today. And we're going to play with this gorgeous paper, Sweet Symmetry. And actually I need to grab the stamp set that goes with this. And it's just so pretty because we may as well use the stamp set from the suite, right? So we're going to have a bit of fun. May even do a bit of scrappy strips, just in case some of you haven't seen Bruno's invention, because it would look really hot with this paper. So we're going to jump on in and have a little play. Have a look at this paper nice and close up too. So pretty. Look at this. Ah! Gorgeous! Isn't that beautiful? I just love. Now, one thing I will show you before we jump on in and start crafting together, because there's some happening, some jumping on still. Oh, Mary Lynn, it's hotter than Texas. Oh, you've had it really hot. I read it last night. I was like, what? It's almost 50 degrees in Canada. What on earth is going on? Crazy times. So let me show you this beautiful image here. It looks so pretty. I can't wait to show you this. But we have a brand new tutorial bundle. Another 6 months because you will love it. So this is our latest one. Check this out. How beautiful are these? I think I can even zoom in for you. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can. Look at this. So I had a bit of fun with some watercoloring and that beautiful metallic paper. And you can see everyone has just done such an awesome job of this beautiful Expressions in Ink bundle. So you're going to get lots of ideas. Lots of us have used this stunning die. We just adore it. But yeah, you're going to learn some fantastic techniques and ideas. So that is available for purchase now if you want to get that one. That's the July one. But if you wanted to get the subscription for the next 6 months, we have that available now as well. And that's only for a limited time that will be around. So if you wanted the subscription, we have two options. And I've put it on underneath the comments section, but I'll just type it up here for you as well. So you can get the subscription, which is $22 a month, and you only pay for 5 months. You get a month for free with the subscription. So that's the subscription link. I'll put here tutorial bundle video, because they're all come with videos too, by the way. So tutorial bundle subscription, but then if you wanted to do the full payment, you can do that all in one go, and you also get a month off for that as well. Tutorial bundle full payment. So they are for demonstrators as well. You're welcome to purchase that if you're a demonstrator. All we request is that you just don't share the PDF with, if you decide to do it in a class or something like that, don't share the PDF with your class members. You can direct them to us, but you can, highlight the card in your class. We don't mind that. It's just not passing on the whole bundle. So yeah, and then just making sure that you you recommend the person. I did see yours come through, Tina. Thank you for your subscription. Hugs. It's the nicest wake up in the morning. I'm like, oh, Tina. Hugs. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate it. It keeps us creating, because it helps me make lots of ideas that can help you creatively. We all need a bit of mojo support, right? Oh, Pammy, 90s here today. Wowza. I think that's, that must be 30s or 40s in Australia. So let's do some choppy. Now, if you haven't done my Love It, Chop It before, this is a really, really simple way of utilizing your beautiful designer series paper, or any 12 by 12 paper, whether it's Stampin' Up or not. But it really helps you to be free and easy, because I am not a measurements girl. Hence why I came up with my card template tutorials, which if you haven't got the card templates and you find it challenging thinking of layout ideas, or you want a real life card sketch, or you just want someone to tell you exactly what math to use, how to chop it, here you go. Here's what you chop to make this shape. It's really good, because then you don't have to use your brain, which I don't like using my brain with math when I'm making cards. It takes all the fun away when you bring math into it. But it is very good for creating sort of ideas. Like, for instance, say I want to use the card base, and then I might want to do, just a layer like this, and then I can just add a sentiment on top if I wanted to. And that Poppy Parade layer, you can chop that at the designer series paper size, and that's in my measurement, so the metric measurement. But if you wanted to sort of have smaller increments, you could, and these don't necessarily go down in incremental size. Like, some were like, oh, I thought it was all going to be the same sizing, but there's almost like little groups of layers that you can use. Like, even say, for instance, this one here, the Old Olive and the Rich Razzleberry, they are a little layer. And what's cool is this Old Olive layer is actually two of the Poppy Parade. So you could cut a Poppy Parade, and I'll show you how we can do this today, where you cut a full size Poppy Parade size, but then if you chop it in half, you're going to end up with these two layers in the Old Olive layer, which then you can mount like so. And then you could put that on your card base and have maybe some embossing in the background, or you could do something, a little bit different in the background. So all the layers are really cool. They help you to sort of, I don't know, I get a stamp set and I'm like, what's going to fit this stamp set and this layer properly? So it gives me like a real guide, so that I like to see it. I'm a visual person. Oh, good morning, Angela. So I'll pop up the card template tutorial. So you actually cut it out yourself, and it's good to do that. I like that it's in tutorial form, because then you're doing all your own chopping, you're doing all your own setting up, and then you can get your head around it. Some questions that I get asked is, what if I don't have all of the Stampin' Up! Cardstock, like all the colours? Well, I started with all the one colour, and then I just labelled the names on the piece of cardstock. So you don't have to have all of these colours. You could have any colour, but just name them. Name them the colour. This is this one. This is this one. So that's a good way of doing it. Oh, you love the templates. Yeah, I think everyone who gets them and then starts using them, like Bruno was one of those people where he's like, how on earth is this going to help me? What do you mean I have to use that layer? But now he's like, we've had to create his own card template collection in his own room because I was sick of him stealing mine. I'm like, give me mine back. You keep taking them. Very good for tutorials too. If you're a demonstrator that makes tutorials and you want to convert, it's also a converter as well. It does a little international bzz. Yeah, it's cool. So what am I going to use here today? I've got all of this beautiful paper that matches. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous paper, would you? These colours. So pretty. Such a great combo. Just Jade, Floaty Flamingo, Calypso, Night of Navy, and Bumblebee. So you could use that in any card, not just with this. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Laurel. That's great. Yeah, I love the card templates too. They make my life, they make me look like a genius, and I really am not. Everyone's like, how did you come up with this idea? Because I'm really dumb at maths. And I had to cut everything out so that I could visualize it. Every time I did the tutorial, I'm like, I don't understand what I'm doing here. So I've got one here that's already chopped in half, the 6x6. Actually, it's a little bit further, but that's okay. So if you wanted to chop them into your 6x6, you can. And what I love about one sheet of paper is you can get 6 fronts. And that's what I like to do first. I like to sort of chop it down at the size that I want, which is the Poppy Parade usually. That's my layer. Oh, Sandra, we got Sandra, we got your goodies. Thanks for following that up, Bruno. He's doing an investigation for me. We got some gifts in the mail from a beautiful demonstrator. So we can keep all of these little pieces, okay? You're going to keep every single piece, but we're chopping it at the Poppy Parade size. And this can be a good start. And if you do this with an entire sheet of paper, you potentially have 6. This is for our scrappy strips. You potentially have 6 cards here, or even more, depending on how you utilize this paper. So we can see here, let's give you a few little ideas of what you can do even with this gorgeous paper. So some find it really hard to, glue on the other side. It's like, oh, so sad. I can't zoom out. Sorry, Diane. I'm as close. If I go any higher, the camera goes into this peripheral vision. But yes, if you basically, because I think Diane wants to see where I'm chopping, but if you have the card templates, it will tell you exactly where to chop. And plus I use metric and you probably don't use metric, so that would just confuse you because we all use different measurements in each country. So I try not to show anyone any measurements because it's just really confusing. We all use different ones everywhere. So just as long as you're chopping your paper at your Poppy Parade size, then, welcome Stamper's Delight, then you're going to have some fun. So one of the things that I showed you was how we can chop this in half with the old olive size. So let's just try that and see what that looks like. So I'm going to cut that down to size and let's see what that looks like. So all of a sudden we now have 2 pieces that we can use on our card. And we can layer this using the Rich Razzleberry layer. So we're not going to use this color, of course, but that's just the layer, and it's going to hug that. Now we could use the Calypso, the Night of Navy. I think we might do, or even Bumblebee, the Flirty. And the best way to tell what you're going to do is just sit it up. Oh, look at it with the bumblebee. Just sit it on top, and then you can sort of gauge what you want to do. I think we'll do the Night of Navy in the background, and then we'll have the backing of the bumblebee. But we could even use, let's have a look here. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? So pretty. So gorgeous, isn't it? All these colors. So we could even do the layer of in Night of Navy and then have the flirty flamingo background and do some embossing if we wanted to. It's just so pretty. Or we could use another piece of paper. It's just limitless. Once you start playing with Love It, Chop It, you're just going to feel so creatively free. You'll be like, oh, I've got this newfound freedom. So I'm just going to get this as a base. So this base that I've just chopped here, you can do two types of bases. You can do the regular way of doing it, which is the gorgeous grape layer. But I do like having it sort of lengthwise. And that one is the Calypso Coral layer. So it opens like that. I do like this one. But you can do either. You could do this way or this way, whatever you prefer. So both layers are in the card templates. So I've chopped my paper in half. Now I'm going to do, I think we'll do the flirty flamingo. First I'd like to chop in half just so that if I want to utilize this cardstock later, then it's going to be in sizes that I can use more efficiently. And I'll do this I think I'll do it a little bit less than the Poppy Parade. I think I'll do it the Melon Mambo size. It's only a tiny bit smaller though, that one. Maybe we'll do it the Flirty Flamingo size. Yeah, I think that one might be a little bit better because I want a bit of a border of the Night of Navy. So Flirty Flamingo size, let's chop that down. And see how you can just play around with these layers and get this really awesome looking card. So we've got this one here with the layer. We've got this one here. Oh yes, this is looking good. This is coming together. But I think we'll do another Night of Navy. So I'll use this one, and that's going to be the backing behind. Because see how it looks good, but when you have paper like this, I love to layer it and it sort of grounds it on the card. I really enjoy having that layering behind. So grab your rich raspberry layer, and we're going to cut it that size. So yes, I've got that measurement there. I'm not saying it because a lot of you may be using inches or metric, or you could be using different measurements, so I'm not going to confuse you. Okay, so let's have a look at this and see what we think. So we've got our little layer here. We've got our flirty. Oh, that looks so pretty, doesn't it? I really like that. And then this is our card base. Now we could just leave it like that, or oh, Jessie's here. Hi Jessie. I love my templates. Love it, chop it. Oh yes, and remember there's a designer series paper sale at the moment, and this paper is actually on sale, 15% off, right in our store right now. I'm just grabbing my bone folder that isn't as messy. So that's a really cool little thing, and we could even like do a little, you know, movement here or whatever. Now something that I do like to do too is we could have another layer behind this one if we wanted to. Let's have a little look here. I don't want to necessarily bring in another color, but it could be really fun and bright and funky. Hey, I actually really like that little layer. Let's go cray. Let's go bold. So if we're going to add a layer behind our flirty, then all you do is go through your templates and work out which one is the next layer up that you want to use, which is our Melon Mambo. So we're going to chop some of the bumblebee in the Melon Mambo size. Hey, Mambo, Mambo Italiano. Okay. I hope you're chopping with me. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Pam's been trying to get into our Love It Chopit group and her request is impending. I'll check that out for you, Pam. I wonder why you didn't get the email. Maybe check your junk mail. Sometimes it ends up in junk. It's super annoying when it ends up in junk. It's like, I need that important email so I can go into the Love It Chopit group. 14.2. There we go. All right, let's have a look at this now. I think this is going to be a bit of fun, this one. Stick that over there. Hopefully it doesn't fall down. Ho, 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 ho. This is like retro. Oh, I really like that layer. So there we go. We can see, you know, really different way of using our designer series paper, but it's utilizing it, and like it's not going to be exactly center because we're utilizing a part of the paper, because we've still got another piece here that we can use to create another card. You could even use the other side if you're one of those people that's like, oh, but I love both sides. But it's really fun. So we've just used our card template layers, just so you know exactly which ones I've used. So we've got Old Olive, Rich Razzleberry, Flirty Flamingo, Mambo, and then I used the Calypso Coral. So all of these layers here have created this, basically a real life card sketch for us, so that you can use this for any card layouts that you want to do. And you don't necessarily have to put paper at the front. You could put paper as the flirty size, so in the background here. And at the front you could use some sentiments or some images that you create. Or you could do both. You could have a layer behind, like so, instead of the flirty, and have another piece of paper in there. And how gorgeous does that look too? It's very, very cute, right? And so there's lots of beautiful papers here. So instead of the flirty, we could also bring in this one. So you can see you can interchange this and just make it completely different looking card. Like it's the same card, but you're just using different colors with the same layers and the same layout. And once you have that creative idea and those layers in place, you can just like, you get really excited at all the possibilities of all the different things you can do with this paper and with this layout. Even this one here, look at this one. Ready for it? So instead of the flirty, oh yeah, it doesn't matter which way, you could have something like that. It's probably a little bit busy for my eyes. I do like the Just Jade, and the Bumblebee one is gorgeous. Oh, here's a flirty flamingo background layer. So this is why it's good having these other sides, because these layers are really fun and they're giving you more ideas on how to use your designer series paper, even in the background. I really like that one. Ah, good. Thank you, Bruno. He's got Pammy in Love It Chopit. And if you're not in our Love It Chopit group, I'll just pop up the little sign up form. You can sign up there and come and join our Love It Chopit group, because we have lots of inspiration on there. So what do you reckon? I think I might go for the one that sparked the most joy, I think, was the Bumblebee. I really like that. That's really fresh, and it'll be nice with the bumblebee layer behind it. Why don't we do that? Sorry, Flirty Flamingo, I'm going to use that U for something else another day. But not now. we just found something better. We found something more superior. So again, you've got your big sheet. Oh, what am I going to do? It's a big sheet. Ah, I'm freaking out. No, don't freak out. All you're going to do is just chop it at the Poppy Parade size, and then we can always chop down. This is the cool thing about this system, is I just go straight for Poppy Parade, and then I cut them all at this layer, and then if I want to go smaller or cut in half, or then I can go from this layer. So this is always my go-to cut. And it's good because then I don't have to think, I don't have to stress. It's like I know exactly what I'm chopping here. And I do it the same every single time. You don't have to do it this way, of course, like totally up to you. But I love that it means I don't have to think, and then I don't have to stress when I'm chopping my paper. I just do. I'm not sitting here going, oh, am I chopping it right? Is it okay? I'm just like, wee. And then you can put this, and please keep in mind, I don't know why some people are thinking that you need the wood mount cases to store your Love It, Chop It paper. But if you chop one pack of Designer Series paper, it fits in our clear mount cases, which are still available from Stampin' Up, and it fits in there perfectly. So get the clear cases, okay? They fit perfectly. I've seen it a lot of different places. Oh, how am I've gone and got different storage because we don't have the wood cases anymore. I'm like, but the clear cases fit your paper. So we're going to chop it down to the Flirty Flamingo size. So just one of them, but the others I can put into a clear case, and that can be happy, ready to go later. So if you chop all of your paper down at once, that is a great way of storing it then. So you can come back and grab it whenever you like. And even if we do have bits and pieces here that are extra, you're like, oh, but what about these extra bits here? That's fine. We use it for the inside of our cards. Everything gets kept. Even these little pieces here get kept, because later on I can do like a scrappy thing where it doesn't even matter what size they are, but I can still use these pieces for either decorating the inside of the card or creating a new card with strips. So all of it gets kept and nothing gets wasted, which I think is probably our biggest concern, is that we don't want to waste our paper, right? We don't want to waste our paper, so we just don't use it. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Oh, this is so pretty, and I think I'll raise that up like that. I really like this choice. You happy with this choice? I'm really happy with this choice. It looks so pretty. What a great way to utilize our gorgeous paper. Now, a bit of fun that I do like to do as well is, because we do have so much paper, is using it on the inside as well. And you can just, again, we'll use our beautiful Night of Navy one because it goes with the card base. So again, we'll get our Poppy Parade size and chop it. Love it, chop it. Chop this down. I'm glad I had one that wasn't chopped so that I could show you all of this, because it is intimidating when we first get our 12 by 12 paper. We are very scared. Well, I know I used to be very scared. Maybe you're the same. Happy! It is very happy. It's a happy card. So all our card fronts are getting chopped up. And probably the best thing to do if you want to is just to use it straight away. But sometimes we don't necessarily have enough time to use all of this paper, or we might want to do like different bits and pieces with it. So yeah, it's great that you can just have it chopped and then store it for later. Now this one here on the inside, so I like having it up the top here, but you could even do, you know, both sides, because there's so much, we have so much Designer Series paper. I don't know why we get so stressed about not using it. So you can use both sides, and then you can use one of your layers here to work out what's a nice size that still shows this gorgeous paper in the background, but gives you a little bit of writing room. So you don't want it to be too small. I really like this size here, and you could even do layers. You could do, so I think this one here, is that the next layer? Yes. So we've got Pool Party and then Calypso. So if you wanted to, you could do like a Night of Navy border and then your Whisper White or Basic White on top. And that can be like where you write, and you could even do that twice if you're a big writer. I love words, so you could do 2 of these, or even do a smaller one here that's maybe for a quote or a little something extra that you want to say here, a scripture, if you want to use a scripture, whatever you want to do. And for that one you could possibly even use one of these ones, like the Old Olive, so that it's a different size but it frames that little verse or quote nicely. So just some ideas, you know, for even inside the card as well, which I think is a bit of fun. But I want to leave that, and I'll definitely do this size down the bottom here. So we'll get our Night of Navy. I've got a piece here that we can use, and I'll chop that down, and then I'll do the Basic White as well. So choppy, choppy, choppy. And then I'll do the Basic White layer. I'll just get some, oh yeah, I did have some here. So we want this to be, yes, and there we go. And so this is where our little strips come into. Like you could even add a little piece down the bottom here, like tiny little strip. Feels like it's not doing anything, right? But it just brings the, you know, front of the card into the inside of the card, and just has this gorgeous little addition. Oh, look at even that side of the paper. You know, it's just really pretty. You could even have it along the side here, just, you know, something a little bit fun to add to the inside of your card. And it's utilizing this gorgeous paper to yeah, just add something a little bit special. So everything is getting used, you know, like that's the coolest bit about all of this, is you're utilizing even the little scrappy bits. So I really like that. I think that looks gorgeous. So we can start gluing now, and then we'll, oh, look at that paper, isn't it beautiful? So pretty. Just don't look at the other side when you're gluing, okay? Because that's the bit that breaks your heart. Yay! Good on you, Wergy. Yes, choppy choppy. Yeah, they're really worth doing. Like, it just inspires creativity, these card templates, because it gives you all of the ideas that you need to get this layer sorted. And you can see here, like, look at this side here. Just by using a different side, it just has a completely different look. And you could even just do this here with a sentiment. So if you're new to stamping, you know, this is a really great simple card. This is great if you're introducing people to simple stamping, because it is just a case of our paper does all the work for us. And you can just add a sentiment on there as well. So let's do some gluey gluey. Hi, Luann. I love using my Tombow glue because I can go and move it around. There we go. Happy days. because not only can I not do math, but I'm also very crooked at sticking things down. I have so much, I admire the ones that can use tape and get it straight. I'm like, how did they even do that? How is it even possible to get something straight when you use tape? So my Tombow glue is my friend. There we go. And then we're going to pop that up like so. But we've got a sentiment here that we can add as well. And then I'll just do the inside. Make sure my templates are together there and I don't lose them. Let's do the inside before we stick that down, because I want to do the sentiment first. We'll do this one here. There we go. Hi, Teresa. And then we'll stick this down. So beautiful. And I know that it seems like really over the top to be doing something like this, but how many of you have like sheets and sheets and sheets and sheets of designer series paper? Like, this is the only way we're going to get through it all. It's like we have so much paper, we want to use it. And then the best and the coolest thing is that when you use your designer series paper, it's a really exciting prospect because you can buy more. I give you permission. You can go and get another pack. And if you wanted to, if you're like really stressed out about using the paper that you have, then have a backup pack. And I've found that that helps. I don't know what it is, but I think it's like this scarcity mentality. We think that we're never ever going to get that paper back again, but it's so important to use it rather than just hoard it and then never use it. I'm going to have a bit of coffee. Yummy. So we'll pop this down. But yeah, I don't know where we got that from. I'm saying it must be like when back in the days when it was like, oh, that's the good room. Or that's the good cutlery. We don't use the good cutlery. We just look at it in the cupboard. It's sort of like, it's too, I love it so much I can't use it. What? Who said that? Who came up with that silly rule? Teresa's been buying paper. So we know that the size of this one, so even though this is a really small piece, you could just use your snips and cut it. Which I probably will do, but you can totally use your trimmer as well. I just usually go up against it and then just be, you know, as confident as you can be. But look at that, it's still crooked. No one will know. They won't know. No one will know. Yeah, there we go. I really love that little accent at the bottom. It just, yeah, amazing. Doesn't seem like much, but it's all those little tiny additions that just make a card look wow. Jessie's sister, Jessie, our assistant, her sister, well, when she was making cards, she's not making cards at the moment, but we're working on that. But when she was making cards, oh my goodness, I used to look at the inside of her cards and think, that's just silly. That's just over the top. And literally, this is one of her cards. This is something that she would do, totally. I've become Beck. Oh, how beautiful is that? And that's the inside. What's the best way to use your paper when you don't have the matching stamp set? That's a really good question, Megan. And actually today I was going to use the, I'll show you which stamp set I was looking at. But I have got the one that I want. But like, for instance, if you have big ones like this, they're really good for Love It, Chop It. like sunny sentiments. This one here is just perfect. In fact, we might even use that because it's a really cute set. But yeah, you can just grab anything. Like, you don't have to use what goes with it. There's another one here that Bruno recommended to go with it, and I think this is a great Love It Chop It sentiment one too, because it's big, and particularly if you're doing like the full layer, you want, you know, sentiments that are quite big and bold and kind of almost take up lots of this space. So yeah, I like those sort of ones. But you know, we have lots of different, because usually with Love It Chop It, I don't add any more images because the paper are my images, so I just use a sentiment. Yeah. Yes, we buy more. Yeah, so I like just using the sentiment with it. But the one that comes with this set, I think it's, I've forgotten the name of it. I'll have to have a look on in here. But it's got some really cute little sayings on here as well. So the Sweet Symmetry, there it is there. And it's page 112. So this is the set here in Symmetry. Really cute little sets. But yeah, you could do a mix of, there it is. Oh, hello. You could do a mix of even that one's cute too. Just those bigger sentiments I think are great for the Love It Chop It, but this is great too here. And I love how people are chopping them out too. I love that look. But you can see here, even in the samples that Stampin' Up have done, they've just done a stamp and then cut out strips. But then you can do this one here, which is really popular, where you're chopping all the way around. Or here where they've got a die and stamped on there. So yeah, it's mainly just having a sentiment with Love It Chop It, which is kind of cool for ones that are just starting out. And you're like, what should I get? What stamp sets? Well, all you need is a pack of paper and a whole set of sentiments. But, you know, it's nice having a set like this because it's like a mix of both. So, you know, they're going to utilize this well. If you're new to card making, this is a great set with the suite of paper, because then you've got your sentiments, you've got some images if you want to start sort of dabbling in images, but then if you want to use your paper, then you've got that. So I really love the suites from a beginner stamper point of view as well, because it just takes all the guesswork out of it. Ooh, Kelly's going to try it on the inside. Yes, it's really pretty using the inside Designer Series paper, and it's special. Why not use it? Like, look at all this that we've just chopped, and we've just only, that's like 2 sheets that we've cut. And look how much we've got. I don't know why and that's only, like, there's another 2 sheets of the same pattern. So why not use it on the inside, right? We've got to, like, the goal is to use it. So, and look how gorgeous it is. It's so pretty. If I received this card, I would just be like, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. Yes, they're alphabetical, Pam, our stamp sets behind us. So I think I'll do, I mean, I really love that Happy Hello. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I don't know why I haven't used that yet. Even that Sunny Thoughts. Let's have a little look here. I can see it sitting on here. But these are fun too. But let's do both. let's do some stamping for both and see what they look like. And I think I'll do, will I do emboss? Yeah, I think I'll do black emboss, because I think that will look really hot, and then we can do some chopping. And then we can see which one we like best. That's basically how I decide what I want to choose. Just do both and then choose the one that I like the most when I lie it down. we've got all these here. I've got a few scrap pieces that I can pop over this side. Do a bit of a tardy. You proud of me, Jessie? I'm tidying up. And for those of you that are not sure what the basic grey one is, if you have 6x6 paper, this one's really handy, because if you do your poppy parade and your basic grey, I mean, we chop a little bit off the top here, but that basically is a piece of 6x6. So that's just a really great way of seeing that even with your 6x6, you can chop that front panel, but then you'll have this strip that you can utilize for your cards as well. You could have a strip of designer series paper on your card. So that's how I use my card templates for chopping 6x6. Because we do have a few 6x6 papers coming up too. So that's little handy addition. So the Poppy Parade and the Basic Grey is this 6x6 chop. Now let's have a look here. If I bring out my embossing goodies, and we'll also have some Night of Navy. And this is the first time I've used this set, so this is a bit exciting. I really like this set. I love the retro feel of that hello. So all you have to do is just peel the backing off. Now you can add the sticker. I personally don't, and the main reason why is the same reason why I don't use tape and use Tombow. And that's because I always end up putting it on crooked. It gets stuck on there and then it's a disaster. So that's why I don't add my stickers on, because I'm just I'm really bad at lining things up. So I just don't use it, and it's fine. I love it. I know exactly what I'm doing without having the background piece on there. You can see all right. Yes. So I've just put the embossing buddy down. I still haven't put our embossing buddies on the store, but I will get onto that. I've had like a few weeks of just feeling very blah. So I've just taken it very easy and just, yeah, had a bit of just not time out, but just not as busy as what I've been previously. So I just thought I'll have a bit of rest. We had some friends go through some really challenging times. Their dad had a heart attack, and yeah, there's lots of friends going through lots of things, and I think I want to be there for them to support our friends through their tough times. And I think it reminds you of things that you've been through too, which is challenging. Oh, this is so pretty, this set. So I'm just using the heat tool. So I've done the Versamark first. That's the Versamark. It's almost like a glue, I guess you could say. And then I put the embossing powder over the top. And now I'm melting it. Isn't that good? Now we'll try the other one, which was, I think I'll do the Thanks So Much. Oh, even the Hey Friend is fun, isn't it? What would I do with this size? Yeah, I think the Thanks So Much is better because it's a little bit bigger. Or even Best Day Ever. So many good sentiments here. What's the Best Day Ever? Oh yeah, that's like perfect on there. See how you can actually line it up. You can see right there. Anyway, we'll do Best Day Ever and Thanks So Much. and then we can work it out. We've got all these sentiments, and this is actually a really good thing to do if you wanted to, is have some sentiments already pre-done. I'm always using embossing, so I do like having the basic black with embossing and the whisper white on black. So yeah, you could have a few sentiments ready to go. I mean, this is a little bit different because I'm using Night of Navy, so it's not necessarily a color I would use all the time. But yeah, if you're feeling a little bit like, ugh, I've lost my mojo and I just don't know what to do, then make a bunch of embossed sentiments or do some chopping. And it feels good because you're using your hands, you're crafting, but you're not having to think about designing or doing anything. But at least you get to do something productive in your craft room. Because all of us go through those periods where we're just feeling like, I can't think, I can't use my brain today, my brain hurts. Just tell me what to do. And the kits are also good for that. I hope all of you are checking out the kits. I know, isn't the Hello font cool? It's so pretty. Yeah, so check out the kits as well. If you're new to stamping and you live in Australia, if you've never stamped before, that is 100% the best place to start. I got a photo yesterday of from a friend who sent a gift to some young ones. So they were sort of young girls, I think they're 10 and 12. And Mietta sent me a picture of her doing the sunshine paper pumpkin kit. And you could see it in her face. She was so excited. And even her mum messaged me and she said, I just love this kit. It's so clever. And so you think, oh, all these kids, school holidays, it's good to get them creating, get them off their devices, because that's a hard thing to do, is getting them off Candy Crush. It's hard enough getting me off Candy Crush and Heyday, let alone your kids. They're just like, no, I want to play. So yeah, it's just something to do with their hands. Now these images haven't come out the best. I'm going to redo these because I didn't use the polymer background, because it really does help in getting that image nice and clear. So I've got some more, let's get some more scrappy over here. So I do have a big lot of scraps here, and this is in a big bin full of all the different scraps for all the different cardstock. So when I want to scrap, I can just come here. It's all in cello bags and then in a IKEA container, so that I can just grab some scraps when I need it. And I can pull out the whole pack. You can see here with Night of Navy, it's got a lot of little bits and pieces. So as soon as it's not the full sized piece of cardstock, then I just pop it in here. Just so that everything's getting put away, and because yeah, organisation is not my thing. So that was a Jessie and Bruno idea. Yeah, that's true, Teresa. Half the battle is, what do I make? Yep, I agree. So many ideas and then you end up doing none. So let's see if using the backing will make a difference. I think so. It could be that my Versamark needs re-inking. Yeah, I do have some scraps that aren't organised like that are sitting on my table, but it's actually not too bad, because Bruno comes in here and does a tidy. Look at that, look at the difference, so much better. So yeah, if you're having problems with your polymer or your clear stamps not coming out clear, just make sure you're using your Stampin' Pierce mat. Really important for clear images. This is Beautiful font. This is the best segue for coffee. As soon as I get my heat tool out, I'm just going to have some coffee. Yay! That's perfect. So we've got a few to choose from here. So we can do some chopping now. But this one here, I think that's so pretty, like the hello friend. Yeah, lots of great sentiments. That was a really good question, Megan. What do you do when you don't have the stamp set that matches? Just use any sentiment. Now, with your the cleaning of your stamps, we love our chamois. It's just so easy to clean. It looks terrible, but it really does a good job. And then you just do that and then pop them away. So if you will need blocks if you haven't stamped before. If you're setting it all up, you just need one stamp set, the blocks that you need, and some paper, some cardstock, and you're set to go. And actually some ink too. But if you need help getting set up, or what do I get, I think that's where the kits are good, because they come with the little stamp and spot, so you've kind of already got some ink there that you can use. But slowly you build it up and get the ones that you want. But kits, just make sure that you can that you're going to use it. And we'll just pour that back in there. If you don't have one of these trays, these are not available anymore with Stampin' Up, but I just used my mini grid paper. It's really good just to sit it on top. Have the mini grid and my Versamark. I put everything like that, and then I pop it in the drawer so that it's all together. I know, I'm becoming organised in my old age. Leanne, I am a young person living among many old people, and I want to make cards for them, but I can't figure out how to organise papers and mats, etc. Yeah, organisation's the big thing. But if you just get some really simple, like Bruna got me some really simple storage containers and things like that, to put it in. You can have like behind me, I don't know if you can see it, but down lower I've got the little, oh no, because the thing's in the way, but there's like little boxes that you can get that you put things in. So yeah, it's pretty much just going to somewhere like IKEA, and just ask questions from other crafters as to how they store things. This storage behind me is actually an IKEA bookshelf, and then I got a man here in Australia to design the inserts for me. So that was really cool. He did all the paper inserts, things like that. So yeah, you'll figure things out as you go on, and the more that you collect, how it's going to work for you and the space that you have personally. But yeah, just keep asking questions and you'll work out what is the best for you in your situation, because everyone is different in terms, like I have my own full room. Hi
everyone.
What have you got to say?
I just wanted to show, there was a question about storage and things like that.
Good.
And I thought we could just show this.
Yes, I did.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
How did I miss that?
I did show it. That's why they're talking about storage.
So this is available from IKEA. I forget the name. I think it's Lugus or something like that.
Do you want to lift it up and see if it's underneath? It is.
Cougars?
Do I have to actually read? Oh my goodness, I cannot read. No, I can't see it because I'm blind.
Yeah, it's not really
on there, is it? It's
anyway
2255.
So this comes in lots of different sizes. There's another one there. But someone was asking about the size of the bags. So that is a the size of the bag, and it's half the size of
the cardstock.
And so that allows it to hold tall
We
bits.
don't get them from Stampin' Up. We've had to buy them online. But
That's holds tall bits, it holds wide bits and everything like that. And anything bigger, anything smaller than that can just go in there. Anything bigger than that, we just make sure it's cut down to at least half the size.
It's really handy. And what would you say for someone who, like, one of the questions was, you know, how would I do storage when I'm just building up? Mainly like boxes, like those sort of trays and things are good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bruno's got these ones here, like the bookshelf ones. They're good.
These are just magazine file cases. So even if you didn't have all of those colours like is shown up there,
you could put your cardstock in here.
Cardstock in here until you expand your collection. You could even use the plastic slips that you use in from Office Works or Office Max, whatever you call it.
We need a Bruno organisation page, I think. We'll get Bruno. Yeah, we'll get Bruno to tell us all of our room organisation ideas because he's really good at that sort of thing, and I'm hopeless.
It's also good to use. You know, you just might get a shelf on your bookcase as you're expanding your collection. So, yeah, that looks really good. By the way, didn't the embossing come out really good?
Yeah, it changed it a lot when I did it on the Stampin' Piece mat. It looked terrible before that.
Anyway, I just wanted to come in and say hello.
Nice. Any other tips while I chop these out? I'll show you on the screen. I'll show my chopping.
No, I don't think so. I think you've covered all of them.
Because what would you store stamp sets in if you were just starting out?
Just a bookcase. You probably have a bookcase.
Yeah.
You can just a shelf on your bookcase. Because you can even get if you have a DVD collection, you could put it with your DVDs until you get enough to get a purpose designed stamp collection.
Because what's our IKEA one called? The thing behind us?
Kallax.
A Kallax, that's right.
And they like a Billy bookcase from IKEA also, you can adjust the shelves so that they're the same height as the stamp case. This one here works because we have the inserts. But yeah, a Billy bookcase, they're quite reasonable from IKEA. I'm pretty sure they're Kuggus, those little containers.
Kuggus.
I think.
Are you swearing at me?
I don't swear.
That's good. He actually doesn't swear. We both don't swear.
What else is there? No, I think that's it. Also, with these things, it's often off screen, but there are...
Yes, that was what I was going to try and show. That's good that you can show that.
So these are just fabric boxes. They're perfectly designed for the Kallax unit. And they are called... Oh, again, I forgot. I forget.
Clothy cloth bins.
But you can get them. You can get them in cloth in many different colours. But you can also get them in basket. You can get them in cardboard. There's lots of different options.
And what do we put in there usually?
So that one that I just got out was all things like envelopes, note cards. The one on the left is designer series paper. The next one across is also designer series paper, but ones that haven't been opened.
Show the one at the far end. That was my favourite.
So this one here is filled with
cases. Because I love it, chop it, and I need cases for love it, chop it.
So most of them are the skinny size, but there's quite a few.
Yes, I stocked up on the wood when they said they were going. I'm like, I need them.
I need a slack with flavour.
So I'm just doing some surgery here, as you can see, with my snips.
Oh, my knees.
Do you know, you're getting old, Bruno.
Yeah.
Do you know where the snips went that have my little washi the snips that are
Where
missing.
did you put them?
Who really even knows? I was blaming you for stealing them.
Obviously.
Can you check your room, please?
I don't have them.
You don't have them? Oh, where have they gone? I like to have really sharp snips, so I think I'm going to have to invest in getting some more snips. You can never have enough snips. Good. So they're all chopped out. Now, let's just have a look here and see which one we like the best. Are you ready for your voting? So, our 3 choices are the Happy Hello. I must say, I really like that one. That is really cute. I think I'm not even going to give you all a choice. I'm going to make it for you. But this one's actually really sweet, but it's just a little bit different. I will probably put it down here. It kind of doesn't have, you know, a bold look to it. It's quite sort of in the background, which, you know, it's okay, but this one's cool. I do like that one. I think between this one and this one, but I think it'll be fun to use the Happy Hello stamp. I think it's one of those stamps that maybe a lot of us haven't seen. We need to get you more snips, Jessie. Yeah, maybe people haven't seen this one. So I think it'll be a great way to introduce that one to everyone. So everyone will be like, what is that sentiment? So I think we'll do that one. Now, do we want to raise this and this? I think we should. Let's go all out, right? So we use some dimensionals, and dimensionals are great because they just give this a nice lift and a bit of dimension. I know I do have an open one somewhere, but who even knows where? So I'll just use this. No, it is in here. I did put it back. Yeah. All right, I'll use this one. It actually will work well. I like to snip this away. No rhyme nor reason, but you want to utilize all your little border bits as well, because they are useful too. There we go. Peel those off. And I'm putting it straight in the bin. I've been tidying as I go today, which is a first. We can always learn, right? Yes, they're all undone. And we'll stick that down, try and get that as centered as possible. Perfect. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's all right. I was like, was that crooked? Wouldn't surprise me. And then we'll just do that little piece there. Oh, I really like that. Now, let's have a look on the screen. I think I might actually go down here. I was going to do it in the middle, but I do like this down here. Oh, so cute. I really like it. Would you be happy to receive that? I would be really happy to receive this. And as you can see, it's utilizing all of our card templates. We're doing some Love It, Chop It, and we've got lots of cool paper on here. The background, I'm glad we switched out that flirty flamingo. Cute at an angle. It would be cute at an angle too. And yes, it's from the Sunny Sentiment set. It's a really cute set. I really like that. It's one of those ones that's a hidden gem. And I really love that Happy Hello. I just think it perfectly goes with this. Yes. Who even are you? Let me put this away, Jessie. And let me put this in the drawer. Just to get your approval. Yes. Well, I'm very, very happy with that Love It Chop It. And I think that now that you have this layout, that you can go for it yourself. This is the idea, is I'm really wanting this to inspire you to create. So I'll get those layers back out for you again, just to show you and inspire you. I think we did melon. Yes, and then that one. So there we go. These are our layers. So we've got Calypso, Melon Mambo, Floaty Flamingo, and then the Rich Razzleberry and Old Olive. So this is the template, and you could use this for any type of card. Doesn't have to be designer series paper, but yeah, you can have a lot of fun with that. And yeah, totally, if you wanted to use a bow, or I'm not a bow girl. A lot of people will say your cards are quite masculine, because they're quite clean, yes, layered. So there you go. I really hope that this inspires you, this template, and that you, if you haven't already got our card template tutorial, that you go and get that one, and also check out our tutorials as well, a subscription. I think we've had a few come through already, which is very exciting. I always love seeing new ones come through. Sharon, thank you, Sharon. We appreciate, and Kelly got the card templates. Thank you, Kelly. That's really great. Thank you all very much for your support. Oh, there's two Sharons. Thank you, Sharon and Sharon. The Sharons are very excited about getting their tutorial bundle. So all those that have signed up for the subscription, after I finish this video, that's the first thing I'll be doing, is sending you your brand new tutorial, which is super exciting, because where is it here? It's just so pretty. Look at this gorgeousness. Oh, so pretty. 12 exclusive tutorials, won't be found anywhere online. And if you sign up for the subscription, you get 1 month for free. So all up, you'll end up with 72 amazing exclusive tutorials. Now, over the upcoming months, we have different suites that we are highlighting. So yeah, we're going to have a suite a month, a different suite. And so then you're getting all of the suites all together, which is always very exciting to have that. Yes. So I'll take a little picture of our card today. Yay! Thank you so much for being here today. Yes, I love the paper on the inside. Isn't that fun? And the little accent, like the little scrappy bit that people think, what am I going to do with that? I'll just decorate the inside. So pretty. I would be so excited to receive a card like this. It's so fancy. You're so fancy. So yes, and that new sentiment there that I haven't used before, got some ink on a new stamp set. So I'd love to see what you come up with, and I really hope you do some Love It Chop It today, because it's a lot of fun chopping. Yeah, I love it too. And that paper's beautiful, so go and get yourself a bargain. I might have to go and get myself another pack now that I've chopped this. So all the best with the week ahead. If you're not part of our group, so we mentioned our Love It Chop It group, which is a lot of fun. Lots of ideas. Sorry about my squeaky chair. It needs more oil. I need to get some more oil on there again. But we also have our Random Act of Kindness group as well. So I've put the link up for the Random Act of Kindness group. What other fun things do we do? We might be having a card swap. That could be happening very soon, so keep an eye out for that. So sign up for our newsletter. You'll get a free tutorial as well when you sign up for the newsletter. But yeah, if you get the newsletter, we'll definitely have some information. If you live in Australia, we'll be doing a card swap. I think we need it at the moment, Australia. we need to be crafting. Get into our craft room, La la la, everything is awesome. And then do some swapping with each other. So we really want to help you to create and share. So Leanne has asked, where do we find the measurements? So with our card template tutorial, Leanne, I've just put the link up. We don't actually share the measurements because it's different in every country. And within Australia, we also use two types of measurements, inches and metric. So there's like 3 measurements in the world, possibly even 4, because Canada uses metric sometimes with letter cardstock. So the best thing to do is get your card templates in your measurements, in your country, and in your cardstock size, because the cardstock size in the US and Canada is different to the rest of the world. Just to add some confusion to card making. You know, why can't it all just be the same? Really, why, people? But anyway, it is different, so therefore a different sized card is created when you use your cardstock. So our card templates will help you to make sure that you're cutting your cardstock right, because you want to just chop it in half and get a card base. So in the rest of the world, we have tall and skinny, and the US and Canada have short and wide. It's a different type of card. So I hope that helps, because there is a lot of confusion. And the loveitchopit group, Teresa, that's a good question. It's basically a lot of people sharing how they are using their designer series paper and inspiring people to use their paper, which is really fun. So you see a lot of people sharing cards that they've made in bulk using their designer series paper, or maybe just like me, a one-off designer series paper card. I will add this to the loveitchopit group and probably pop up this video as well, just reminding everyone how we can do a use our paper. Yeah, very good. Well, we're thinking of you all. Big hugs. If we can help you with anything, whether it's shopping, joining, we've got an amazing celebration coming up in just a month. Yes, another celebration. So we have lots of exciting things. At the moment, the brand new mini has come out for demonstrators only. So we're able to pre-order from the brand new catalogue. So being a demonstrator has some incredible perks. If you would like to get your products a little bit cheaper, 20% off minimum. It does go higher. But if you want 20% off, you want to be part of an amazing team where we do a lot of creative ideas, lots of sharing, lots of inspiration, free tutorials, free training. You get lots and lots of cool things when you join our team. Plus, Stampin' Up! Have exclusive demonstrator only events and all sorts of different things. So joining is a really, really great option if you know that you have some items that you want to purchase. So in July, in August, keep this in mind, that when you join in August and September, that you will get a free bundle from the brand new mini catalogue. Free! Like at least $70, $80, $90 worth of freebies. So definitely keep that in mind. If you would like to get a few things on your list, then joining is a fantastic option, because in Australia you get $66 for free already, even now, with no special, and that to me is already special. But you also will get a free bundle in August and September. So keep that in mind. It's very exciting. And if we can help you in any way, let us know. Send us a message, Hilda, and I can resend it for you. So we can, anything that you've lost, or if you can't find it, let us know. Oh, I hope this helps you, Tina. This will help you get using your paper. It's no point keeping it on the shelf. You just need to chop it. So have a wonderful week ahead. We'd love hearing from you all. Keep those messages coming, your emails, your messages on Facebook, and know that we're thinking of you all, and hope you're staying safe during these crazy times that we live in, and know that we're thinking of you. Keep those cards going. Remember, it's not just enough to just make a card, but make sure you send it too. Make it and send it. Random act of kindness. Come and join our group. share love around the world. There's a lot of people that need love right now. So this is a perfect time to be making cards. And if you can't let go of your cards, make 2. One for you and one for the other person. Actually, make 10. But a lot of people need it. And you'll feel better when you send cards out. It's so nice. It feels really good. So, yeah. Big hugs. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Bye. Thanks for coming. And we'll see you next week. Subscribe. Thumbs up. See you